Hi everybody, welcome back. So today I'm gonna share my 2025 reading experience. Not only that, I'm gonna show you all the books that I read. So first of all, happy new year to all of you. And I was thinking, what can I start the 2026 with? Obviously, reading is one of them. So I all of a sudden got the idea that why not making a video on all the books I read? How many books even I read, I didn't recognize at that point of time. Then I sat down, I made a list of all of these books, and I found out that I couldn't read a lot of books, only 25 books that I have been able to read. Now you may think that, oh, now come on, you are overacting. To be very honest, there are so many people I have in my life who I learn a lot of things from, and they are fantastic, prolific readers. If I talk about their reading, although I don't know how many books they've read, we are going to discuss the next day. The class I joined, there I meet some of my peers and obviously my trainer who reads a lot. So they read a lot. Comparing to their reading, my reading is nothing. Further ado, I won't waste a single second of yours. Now let me jump into it. So the first book that I read, obviously it's not the first book, but that's what I have listed on a notebook. This is the first book. So this is Paulo Coelho's 11 Minutes that I enjoyed a lot. I learned a lot of things. It's an adult book, an adult fiction, I can say. But what I learned, so many life lessons, realities, and obviously Paulo Coelho's fantastic conception here, how a reader can get engaged into a specific story or into the characters. Fiction stories sometimes go beyond our imagination that we don't like at all. But obviously, I can't say that I can relate these things to myself or to my life, but yeah, you would like it a lot. I don't know how to give a book review, although I gave a lot of book reviews previously, but I've forgotten how to do that properly. So I'm not giving a book review, it would take a long time, but just that I want to give a glimpse of the book. It's a fantastic orange book. Here is the blurb, here's the fantastic cover page, and it contains 275 pages it contains, and I don't remember how many days it took me to complete this book, but it's a fantastic book. The second one, oh my goodness, I'm really overwhelmed while talking about this one. This one, 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. I don't know how badly I read this book. Like, I won't be able to express it properly, but I can give you a glimpse of the book. Just see how badly I have read this book. Just see it. Just see it. Oh my goodness. I literally spoiled this book, and I don't regret. I don't regret at all, because this sort of books always should be read like that. Like all those other people, initially reading the cover page or the title of the book, I thought that it could be a simple romantic story or romantic novel. Obviously, I misunderstood Elif Shafak, because it is my first book by Elif Shafak that I read, and I completely got startled. I got flabbergasted when I flipped through each and every chapter. It's not about romantic relationship at all, although it contains a part of it. But yeah, you may think that I'm giving a spoiler, but yes, I can't control myself to talk about it. It's a fantastic book. You can already imagine how amazing the book looks like, but you will get a surprise because while you read a book, you will get a reading experience to realize the reality, to understand the love. You should go for it. So yeah, that is the second book. The next one, this one I was gifted by one of my brother come colleague. He came to know that I love to read books, and he is a vegan. He follows this guy, and actually this guy is the founder of People Farm, you can see here. So the colleague of mine who gifted me this book, he told me that I am a part of his community, so he's writing a book and let's give it a go and give me a review. So I read that. I won't lie, but I got a lot of wisdom. But at the same time, I can't say that I came to know something new. I came to know about something out of the blue. No, I went through all those knowledge, all those wisdoms that I read previously from those beautiful people like Robin Sharma, like Stoicism. He talked about Stoicism. That's what I liked a lot about it. He talked about some scriptures. He talked about humanity. And this book is amazing because it's easy to read, and at the same time, because it's a non-fiction, so it's a different interest. How a person quits a job, yeah, I'm giving you a spoiler, how a person quits a job and start to live a complete different life. How he was previously and how he has become. It's really fascinating. So you can go for it, and here is the real guy. Here we go. You can see him. I don't know if any of you know him, but if you have scrolled social media, although I don't have any social media account, I've watched a couple of videos from that colleague's phone. So I saw his video. You can search for him, People Farm, or I don't know how you can search him, but on social media you will get to know about him. And there is a fascinating quote, or the logo I think, where it's written in Hindi, अच्छा काम करने के अलावा करने को है भी क्या. Nice. If you always go through the journey of life with such wisdoms or with such philosophy, then I think it's really hard to get distracted or to get off track. So yeah, this is another amazing book I read. And guess what? The next one is from Ruskin Bond, one of the handsome writers, till the point, at least that's what I consider. And I read it, although honestly speaking, I've forgotten so many of it. I think I have to give it another go. But it's amazing to read something from Ruskin Bond. I remember my first book, the book I started my reading journey with, is by Ruskin Bond. That is The Blue Umbrella. And I can never ever forget the illustration of it. I can never ever forget the story, the sweetness, the love in it, and everything. To be very honest, it doesn't mean that I've read a lot of books, but I've read a couple of books by Ruskin Bond, and I cannot forget the stories. It's really hard to forget a sweet and a really handsome story. So yeah, it's one of them, or some of them, 5 of those beautiful stories. And another one, here we go. I don't think that I have to give anything, like any description or any idea. Every one of you, I guess so, you know what this book is. Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, by this beautiful writer. It is my second copy of The Alchemist. The first one I remember I gifted to one of my colleagues, and I don't know if she ever read or not, but ever since I got some bitter experiences with books, either people did not read or people forgot the book. I mean, they lost the book. I remember one day it happened, I bought a Bengali book and one of my colleagues asked me to give it to her, and after a month, I guess, when I asked for the book, that are you done with the book? Give me, I want to read that. That was a complete new book. It was really a new book, and I searched for the book on the internet, and I remember I visited Kolkata Book Fair for that book only from my office. And guess what? When I asked for the book, she said, "Oh, actually, I've lost the book." I don't know what to say, but hope that book is in a good place. But because of this sort of experiences, I've stopped giving my precious books to others. Yeah, it might sound really cruel, but I have stopped. I can give the new books to them. That is not mine. At least I do not need to think about that. But yeah, this is the second copy, and the first copy I read the way I read this one. It was a mess. Like, sometimes I read books that unfortunately can no one else read that. So this is another one I read in 2025. Another one by Sudha Murthy, The Mother I Never Knew. The thing is that it has 2 stories about 2 guys. One is Venkatesh and another one is Mukesh. And I felt like The Mother I Never Knew is all about the second story, where actually you get the idea of the title of the book, the cover of the book. When it's about reading Sudha Murthy, again, you can forget what you've read. So I don't want to give you a spoiler. Go get your copy if you want to read it. It won't be a hard go. It won't be really hard to read. So here are the 6 books. The another one is this one, The Christmas Carol. I remember it is my first book of the year. I completed it in 1 sittings, and I remember I finished half of it there in my room, and I was returning home probably, and I finished the rest of it there on the train. Fantastic story, hard writing, even it contains 116 pages. I felt like it's never ending, but the story I got, amazing, unforgettable. So fantastic read. If you want to go for it, I would request you. It will really help you. It will really help you to learn English, because there are so many words, so many different terms. Although they're in Old English, you may face a lot of issues, but yeah, you will love it. It has one of the fantastic concepts. So that is another one. And another one Oops. Sorry. This one. The Thousand Splendid Suns. I think, like Alchemist, it's another masterpiece that needs no description, that needs no introduction. The name of the book is everything that one needs to know in order to go for this book, right? So I probably took a month. Yeah, I am really lazy when it's about reading something. As I mentioned probably in one of the videos, that I'm not a prolific reader at all, and I'm really, really lazy. So it contains 420 pages. No, 419 pages. 419 pages. So it's amazing. Like Khalid Hosseini. I'm reading another book by Khalid Hosseini, that is The Kite Runner. I have not been able to finish that yet. I've been reading that for another month. As I said, I'm really, really lazy. So this is another one I read. Now, I have categorized all the books I've read into 3 parts. One is books that I've completed. They are these, and some more I will show you. And another category of the book is the books that can never be finished. Never be finished in the sense, it's not that one cannot finish the book, but I do believe that these books cannot be finished. And first of that category is this: As a Man Thinketh. Like every year I try to go through this book, no matter how many times I've read this. It contains only 50 pages, guys, and the wisdom it has, the thought-provoking lines, and the kind of way it can change one's personality, that's amazing. I read this to change my thought. I read this to change my personality. I read this to change the perspective of mine, the way I see the world. So, old is gold, obviously. Maybe it contains only 50 pages, but it's thicker. It's one of the thicker classics, I would say. Yeah, classics. It's one of the thicker classics I've ever read. So this is one of the books I do believe should not be finished. These books are the lifetime books. Another one, Discipline is Destiny. I would say that I have finished the book. Like every time I sit down to read, like again, I have to read the book such a way so that I understand that I have read this. Because this book is not only a self-help, but it can help us every single day to live as productively as possible. And with the name you can understand, Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. Discipline that these days we are lacking a lot. Discipline that can shape our life into a good one, or that can give us a perspective in life, that can help us to have a goal in life. We are lacking. So for that, I think this should be a daily goal. Every single day, if we are forgetting our responsibilities, if we are forgetting what we are supposed to do, we should read this. Because It's not that Ryan Holiday is saying something again out of the blue. He is talking about the ancient people. He's talking about Marcus Aurelius. He's talking about Epictetus. He's talking about some other people's journey, those who lived their life, those who dedicated their life to their work, those who couldn't think anything out of work. They fell in love with work. So it's not that they didn't have family, but they maintained the balance. They took care of everything. They ultimately did not forget what they're supposed to do, the responsibilities. So another one, I don't want to stretch it. It's already been 25 minutes. So come on, man. Every time I talk about this book, I always say this book gives me a tight slap. Let me show you the chapter, by the way. Oh. I once got gifted with this book by my trainer, and it's life-changing. See the chapters. The first chapter, let me tell you, don't try. You may think like, what? What are you talking about? I should not try. Yes, that's what Mark Manson is trying to talk about. I mean, obviously he's not saying that you should not try. You have to go through the book, then only you'll be able to understand what exactly Mark Manson is trying to talk about. Second chapter, happiness is a problem. Is your world shattered anywhere? Do you think that something wrong is going on? Yes, this book is the father of all of us, or like I have to break all my words into something to talk about it. I don't deserve to talk about this. So this book is father of all of us those who think that we have really done something great. I mean, yeah, we once we are matured, we think that I own the world. No, absolutely not. So it's really necessary sometimes to get scolded. It's really necessary sometimes to get slapped. And Mark Manson is somewhere doing the work. Failure is the way forward. That every one of us, we've got the idea from so many books that failure is the key, obstacle is the way. Ryan Holiday is another book. So I don't think that I should talk about it more. Here we go. Actually, I've got another copy of this book. I was gifted by one of my colleagues. Yeah, some of my colleagues are really good-hearted. They give me good books. And this one I purchased a long time back. I have learned so many things about communication, although I should reread it. As I said, that this sort of books can never be finished. They are the lifetime friends. So communication that I want to build, communication that I want to learn, this book should be in the first place that has taught me to do so. How to win friends and influence people. Here we go. Another one. I've made a list of it, so I'm forgetting. Yeah, another one that I have read, The Numbers Game. Recently I've read it by Danielle Steel. There are so many characters in the book who I liked a lot. She's Gabrielle, 93 years young. Yes, 93 years young, because she's really jolly, she is hardworking, she is never dependent on anybody. She even motivates the youngers. Can you imagine? So The Numbers Game teaches us all about life setbacks. It teaches how to forget what age you are in. It teaches us how age really not a factor when it's about starting something new. You are gonna die tomorrow. Who knows? We won't die after 16, after 15. I'm not demoralizing, but that's the fact. So no matter whatever the age is, death can arrive at any point of time. So age doesn't matter. Another book that I have forgotten to talk about, and that is in the category of not finishing ever, that is Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. I gave that book to my sister once and I've forgotten to take it back. So Who Will Cry When You Die is a book that contains, I don't know how many pages, but it has a lot of chapters. It is this thick, this small. But the best thing about this book, it is everyday motivation book. Like every single day you read just a page and you get an enthusiasm. You get that zeal within that can help you to kick off the day. So that's another book I read. Now let's talk about the Bengali books I've read. First Bengali book, Ekushe Pa by Bani Bosu. Yeah, I'm showing Bengali books in an English channel because just that I want to show the books. If you think that while learning English you should not read English books, I also had that kind of conception in the very beginning while learning English. You can skip it, but I like this book a lot. It's about a group of peers. It's about a group of youngsters, those who are getting into college, and how they're experiencing their new life. They're stepping into the matured life, or they're stepping into the adulthood, rather I'd say. How they experience different things. Somebody's thinking about career but doesn't have money. Somebody has a lot of money but doesn't want to give damn about career. Somebody is falling in love. Somebody is very indifferent, doesn't want to think about anything, and a lot more. So that's the book not all about. You have to figure out if you are reading that. Another one, Rai Kishori by Suchitra Bhattacharya. I remember I read this year, I will be talking about that. I read my first book by Suchitra Bhattacharya is Nil Ghurni. And after reading that book, I asked my trainer to give me more and more and more by Suchitra Bhattacharya. And then I started to buy it. This one, I read Dohon from this magazine. It's an old magazine. It's given by one of my classmates, come friend. Ronnie gave me that, and Dohon, as I talked about. I read that. I read this one, Rai Kishori. It's like it gave me a different thought. Like I read that, I finished it, I realized, what have I just read? Like, this sort of stories sometimes you read that doesn't let you get out of its thought. You feel like staying into it always. Another one, Abhigyan by Nobonita Devshen, the equal gender love. Obviously, I didn't understand a lot of things, but it's a good one. And another one, my all-time favorite, Aronok. It's about nature, it's about author's experience, life's philosophy, how we can see the life out of the hustle and bustle of the modernity, the city life, how somebody can survive getting out of the concrete, and the life there. The same kind of scenario I've got while I read Podda Nodir Majhi by Manik Bandyopadhyay, and it was amazing. It was really, really a fantastic one. I read that, I got an idea how those people live, what perspective they have, and how differently these sort of people think or take their life. They're really happy sometimes, they're sometimes really unhappy, but they don't forget to have fun while being unhappy. They don't get stuck to a particular emotion. They're not stubborn like us, that no, I'm really unhappy and I need something to be more unhappy. No, I got really mesmerized while I read another book, that is Malyaban. I don't have that book right now, although it's my book, but I've given the book to one of my sisters to read that, and she has her own channel and she gives reviews. Brishti's Boi Ghor. She reads a lot of books, so I actually didn't understand a lot of things. How basically the book ends, that made me confused. So I wanted her opinion there, and also I asked her to give a review. So she's already given a review of the book, I guess, so you can go ahead and check that out. And another one is Chapa Dangar Bo. Oh my goodness, I won't be able to forget that, by Tara Shankar Bandyopadhyay. And it's amazing how somebody misunderstands the innocent adorance of a girl towards the brother-in-law, because the kind of mindset we live in, that's really small. I'm not able to find that proper word, but that book left a different sign there in my heart. I enjoyed that book a lot. So yeah, these are all the books. I don't know if I've talked about all the 25 books, but I have some. I don't have a lot. So that's it, guys. I don't want to stretch it long. I don't think that it would be fair for all those people to do in a hurry. So yeah, I've made the video not to let you know what I am doing, but just a little bit of encouragement if I have been able to help you with, if you get that into knowing that reading is really a fun thing, and once you start the journey, you will never feel like finishing it. So that's it. That's all about today. You go and read. Let me rearrange my bookshelf by the time. That's it.